also thank Nancy for the, let's call it, student leadership programs centerpieces that are all on the tables. The centerpieces have illustrate some pictures on there that some of the programs that we've done here in the community. Some of them will show Key Club, Builders Club, and some of the K-Kid programs. Kathy? I'm sorry, Nancy also made a poster on the chart if anybody would be interested in looking at about different programs on that K-Kids Builders Club level over by Gary at the moment. But Nancy, Kathy will now talk about Builders Club. Thank you.
Let me tell you that I appreciate Nancy's enthusiasm for these programs, and Nancy keeps me on track as well. I just want to add to her explanation of terrific kids. If you're around town and look at the bumpers of some cars you might see out Maya have a terrific kid, that's our kids that have been recognized. They are recognized for exhibiting good behavior, caught and nominated by their teachers. They don't have to be the top student in the class. As a matter of fact, it's often used to promote the student who misbehaves, but when they behave correctly, you reward that. We would like to get the BUCS program, which is bringing up grades for students who move from a D to a C or a C to a B, but it takes manpower, just like Nancy said. So if you are at all interested in showing up at the school once a month to honor students, you don't have to choose, the teachers nominate them. Please see Nancy or myself, and let's get some more programs in the works. I'm going to talk a little bit about Builders Club. We at one time had 3 vibrant Builders Clubs. Unfortunately, the bus schedules changed. We have no after-school bus. Teachers are very, very busy. So our club at Sonoran Trails became very small, but it's still in operation, and we're still in good standing with Sonoran Trails. The principal there is going to promote Builders Club for next school year. Desert Royal has had a very active Builders Club this year. I invited the advisor to come and speak and bring his officers, but they are just coming back from a field trip to California, where they've been doing the science trip, albeit not like it was when Paula Scully did it, for Desert Royal Middle School. So I'm glad that they had that opportunity. Like Megan said, is it Megan? Reagan. Wow, let's give that little girl a hand again. I am impressed. Like Reagan said, our Builders Club had many projects around the school. They did a lot of cleanup work. They visited nursing homes. He was supposed to send me a list before he left, but he didn't. We visited a reptile farm and made a donation there, the reptile rescue. We also did a dog walk to raise money for the animal shelter that's being built for the community, and numerous other things. Great leadership. Unfortunately, Nathan had many, well, not unfortunately, say that Nathan was often there selling water at the flea market. How many of you know Nathan? You've seen him, tall, skinny kid, looks like he's not old enough to teach school. Right? They look so young nowadays, I don't know what's happening. Anyway, Nathan was offered a 2-year position in Berlin, and he's fancy-free, not married, loves to travel. He's taking that position. We have trouble finding people to fill those positions at the schools, too. So I'm thinking, and I was just over there on site today to the new community center, PDCC classrooms at YMCA. I'm thinking that we might run a middle school Builders Club for all 3 schools, Bella Vista, Sonoran Trails, and Desert Royal, on a Saturday morning, something to that effect, or an after school, and then in conjunction with the Y, who knows what we could do for those kids. So keep that in the back of your mind, because I may be coming to you to ask for your support in using the community center for our club activities. And thank you.
I told Kathy if she looked over at me, I was going to tell her to stretch and talk more, but she didn't get there. We're going to talk about Key Club. And Key Club's a high school organization with our Key Family program, and it's more interesting. I believe because the kids become a little more mobile. Some of them can drive, some of them can get involved in bigger projects and really amaze us as we do that. But currently our club sponsors 3 key clubs. First one was, I wanted to talk about, was Notre Dame. And currently our faculty advisor there is Leslie Gerstott. We started that key club with, if some of you remember Jennifer Phillips, she was lieutenant governor at Cactus Shadows, and she went after Notre Dame to start that as a club. During that year, myself and Ray Arnold got involved in that. Ray is the charter Kiwanis president that chartered their club. Later on, we had Carrie Zoller come and get involved quite a bit because I was trying to do Cactus Shadows and Notre Dame at the same time. They were meeting at the same time. And Carrie came on board, and she did a great job there because she was able to transport that club into bigger projects. They do, and now, because of Carrie's now moved on, she's to Chandler, Lenny Brown takes care of that club and became their advisor. Some of their bigger projects they do is road cleanup, and they do different places in Scottsdale, the city of Scottsdale, give them more and more places to go. But probably their largest contribution is they do a trick-or-treat for cans. And because that school is not paid for, they're not allowed to fundraise. So they have to do it creatively about how the different projects they get involved in. So their biggest one is trick-or-treat for cans. And the students go out and lay bags out to some of their neighbors and collect cans for our local food bank at Foothills Community Food Bank. And last year we got 6,500 cans. So that was quite a good can of food. I know because I had to haul it in 4 trips. Pinnacle High School is another school that we do, and that was brought on during a need during Andy Tobias's year. He attended a program with, I want to say, then Governor, I don't remember now, and Andy called me and said, can we take on another club? Because they're certainly in need. And they were a club that they were active, and they were doing everything for 3 years on their own without a Kiwanis club. They were active all by themselves. They did their own fundraising, did their own projects. Today, there are 222 members. They're the largest club in the Southwest District, key club, that there is one club that's 20 members larger, but they're required to have a community service component, where Pinnacle High School has no component in there. They just do it willingly. In that club, I'm the faculty Kiwanis advisor there with Deanne Dykstra. She's the faculty advisor there, and she does a wonderful job. Last year was given the award for faculty advisor of the year. They're big deals. They're always out doing roadside cleanup as well, and they're quite committed to Andre House as well as the Make-A-Wish Foundation. They had a huge project in the last couple of years called Foodtacular, which they were recognized nationally by UNICEF, where they raised money and put on a carnival-style atmosphere for younger kids, so those kids came out and they did it as a fundraiser. Last year they made $2,500. This year they made $4,000 in their program, all of which benefited UNICEF. Last year they were recognized at Key Club International Convention, and this year they're going to have another program as well. So they will get to run that program.